For my dragon-eyed sketches, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have 2 different sketches that I could potentially use for my dragon eye. I am anticipating a lot of students asking to start over, and so having 2 designs at the ready is just going to help with that, okay? The second thing you're going to do is, using the templates here, you're going to trace it onto your paper, okay? This template represents the size of your clay slab that you're going to get to create your dragon eye, okay? So I added this on here, and then the next thing I did was, you can either decide to keep it a rectangle, okay, if that's fine with you, or if you want to alter the shape. I did that for this one. Basically, I didn't make my altered shape any smaller, I just changed the overall outline of it, okay? So I sketched it to fill that space still, and I just altered the outline, kind of like so. Next, I traced the opening for the eye itself, so you can put that wherever you would like on here. I created an outline for it. This most likely will be a raised coil, which is a strand of clay. This also will anchor your design. Okay. Next, I'm going to start the sketching process, okay? So for the decorative part of the dragon eye, there has to be texture that is 3D, okay, which means it's raised from the surface. It's built up using additional clay. And then there will be texture that is just surface level. So it'll either be indented into the clay, pressed into the clay, etc. So for the first part of it, I'm going to go ahead and sketch out my 5 different 3D textures. So I'm going to build these areas up using extra clay. Okay, so that's one. The second one I'm going to do, please use rulers and shape tracers where applicable. Okay, these can be coils that kind of come out from this side. All right, so that'll be 2. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and use so these will be built up, maybe into kind of some scale type things. That'll be 3. Okay. And then I need 2 more. So my last 2 can be, so that'll be built up. Let's go ahead and do some different types of scales over here. I'm going to build these up. Okay, that is 4. And then the last one, I think I want to do something with these tips over here. Maybe I will just do a raised coil like that. That could be cool. All right, and that'll be my 5th one. Okay. All right, so at this point I have my 5 3D textures. So these are all raised areas, okay? The next thing I'm gonna do is I have to have 4 surface level textures. So again, these can either be pressed into the clay, they can be, I can use my needle tool to drag through the clay to create a pattern of some kind. So maybe in these areas, I will do a whole bunch of little dragged through lines like this to create a texture every other one. So that's looking pretty cool. So that's 1. I know, maybe I'll do something similar, but a little bit different here, where I'll do it angled Okay. So that type of thing could be my number 2 here. Okay, then next I'm going to go ahead and do 3. Maybe I'll press in using the back of my needle tool. This will be 3. All right. And then maybe the last one, I know what I'll do. The last one, I want to do something that looks like this for my 4th one. All right, so right now this hits all the requirements. Okay, so it fills the space. It has your 5 raised textures, your 5 surface level textures. Okay, so both 3D textures and surface level. And it's drawn using some of the tools using good craftsmanship. So this design is 1 of 2. This is 2 of 2. These are set and ready to go. Make sure you're happy with these because I am going to hold you to one of them. Okay.